Hello, folks. This is Spoon TV, and I'm Sylvester Chiroplay. We are coming to you live from Rabos International Airport, where His Excellency President Boakai and his entourage are arriving in Liberia, specifically here at the Rabos International Airport. And the president is returning home from attending the West Africa Economic Summit and the 67th Ordinary Session of ECOWAS, Audit Authority of Heads of State and Government in Abuja. And the president left the country 2 days ago and he's returning. As you can see, he went with a commercial flight, the ASCAT, and he's returning with the same flight. So stay with us as we bring you the president's arrival here at the Rabos International Airport in Mangibi County, Liberia. So there you have it, folks. His Excellency President Boakai has finally touched down the soil of Liberia, and he's coming from attending the West Africa Economic Summit and the 67th Ordinary Session of ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State and Government in Abuja. So here we already have officials of government who have come to receive His Excellency President Boakai here at the Rabos International Airport in Liberia, Magui County. So as the president arrives, we will bring you some key developments the president and his entourage carry on while in Abuja, Nigeria. So it was reported that while the president was on that trip, President Boakai champions regional economic integration and growth at West African Economic Summit. The president put forth how could West African nations trade in terms of having strategic investment priorities in agriculture, port modernization, energy access, and digital economy. And that's why the president proposed why he was attending that summit. And the president also disclosed that Liberia is set as a hub for trade, innovation, and investment in the Monrovia and even the ECOWAS regions. Therefore, he made a passionate plea to have African nations working together and to promote economic development, youth empowerment, and so forth. So, as you can see, the motorcade of the president is proceeding to the commercial terminal for His Excellency President Boakai. And so, once the president gets off, he makes his way here at the presidential lodge where few officials of the government are here to welcome him, see the Minister of State portfolio, Minister Mamaka Benite, and the Minister of Justice, Councillor Toe, is also here. The economic advisor to him, that's the President, Augustine, is also here. And we see the Director of Cabinet, Director Nathaniel Kwabo, is also here. And these are the officials of government who have come to receive the president here at the Rabos International Airport in Mangibi County. So stay with us as we await to see the president ready at the presidential lodge. So yes, we continue this live coverage here at the Rabos International Airport, seeing the Minister of Justice, Councillor Toe, Mamaka Benite, Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, having a chip chat here. All right, so we also see the Deputy Presidential Press Secretary, um, Mr. Joseph Vala, who we are hoping to talk to shortly to give an update as to what is the good news that the president is bringing back home from Abuja, Nigeria. So we are currently in conversation while we are with the president here, though he did not travel with the president in Abuja, but he has full knowledge as to what transpired and what the good news that the president is bringing back home. Uh, Welcome. How you doing?
Thank you very much, Chulupe, and thank you to the Spoon family.
What do we expect? The kind of good news respect for the president here at the Robertson National Airport. But maybe you could tell us exactly how the president trip, though you did not go, but you fully follow whatever happened.
First of all, the best thing that happened for the region, not just for Liberia, at the ECOWAS 67 head of state meeting was the election of President Julius Malabio, our closest neighbor, as the new head of the ECOWAS head of states and government, spearheading the body, the higher decision-making body of the ECOWAS Commission. So that happened, and then, like before then, Liberia had the opportunity of, getting the youth sports office that's supposed to be built here in Monrovia.
Right.
That was achieved with the instrumentality of the team from the Executive Management and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And then alongside that was, before the head of states meeting was the Council of Bank Governors and Ministers meeting, where discussions were held about having a single currency for the ECOWAS region. That talk was ongoing, and then they kick-started. Significant progress were made, but the conversation will continue on President Bio's leadership for the ECOWAS region to have a single currency. So that meeting was also held among the head of ministers, the Council of Ministers, and bank governors as well. So day after that, Liberia got a chance of hosting the ECOWAS Youth Council here in Monrovia. The modalities of that will be worked on. It will be talked about by the authorities of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. But at least Liberia won the bid for that. We got a bid for that. Even though there were priority, targets at the ECOWAS city, but at least we came back with something very significant. That besides the fact that our closest neighbor, Julius Malabio, was elected head of the new ECOWAS head of states with the support and instrumentality of President Boakai, as part of his support to the Monrovia Union community.
So what does that mean for the Monrovia Union?
So,
as you know, global politics is...
We have to leave it there. We already see the president motorcade approaching here. So let's see here as the president motorcade. Here. All right. All right. So folks are still first. All right. So, President Boakai just touched down.
Folks, where we are watching from,
still first. Here, the president will disembark his vehicle, have handshakes with the Minister of Justice, Minister Toy, Mr. Benite, and other officials who are here to welcome the president right here at the Rappers International Airport. We will continue with Joseph Bada, the Deputy Presidential Press Secretary, when the president goes in. But with that,
regarding
still for us here as we
regarding his participation.
Okay, so
also
in a few minutes, seconds, the president will be disembarking this week.
Eventually, President Boakai also went forward to 67 of ordinary session of President Boakai was
about the beautiful
President Boakai
So, His Excellency the President.
questions from members of the press. So,
No, that's it. You So we go back to Deputy Presidential Press Secretary. Okay, so as we were speaking, the Honorable Father, yes, let's continue.
Our closest neighbor, in a Christendom, we say a close relative, close neighbor is better than a far-away relative. So our closest neighbor, Sierra Leone, was elected to the headship of the highest decision-making body of the ECOWAS Commission. We voted us at the ECOWAS Parliament. Somebody may ask, what is the significance of Sierra Leone being elected as head of the ECOWAS Commission? The significance of that is global geopolitics is hugely centered around blacks. So we know that a lot can be done at the ECOWAS Commission with our neighbor Sierra Leone as head of the high decision making body of the organization. That besides the fact that modalities have been worked on by the authority of health states to have a single currency. That meeting was held also by the health, the Council of Ministers and bank governors.
So let's look at the issue the president spoke about, and you earlier on mentioned it, the issue of inter-trade connection that will promote economic development among West African nations. He made specific emphasis on the MRU countries, and also you were talking about the single currency issue. I mean, how can all of these things be implemented? What did he say in emphasis of? Emphasizing all of these things.
So as you may be aware, Liberia is a signatory to what we call the Continental Free Trade Agreement. Is a multinational document comprising of all of the African countries. The significance of this is to make trade modality very easier for the region by having single currency. That if the region thinks that it boosts us its own financial security and support enhance facilitate trade activities within the region very easily. So the president lamented on that, and not just the fact that his neighbor Sierra Leone is now the head of the authority of health states of ECOWAS, but also as Somali, who is supposed to represent the region on the on the United Nations Security Council. It means that the Liberian government will be speaking from a holistic position, not just from a nationalistic position, but from a regional base with a bloc support.
Are there any other developments that you are aware of that you want to share with the government?
Well, the major development is that Liberia won the bid to host the youth council of ECOWAS here in Monrovia. The competition was among 6 of the 15 states. 6 of the 50 original states. Even though ECOWAS made efforts, or ECOWAS put in the efforts for the reconnection of its descendant members, which comprise of the Sahel states. ECOWAS also made efforts to at the council meeting. Efforts were also made or discussed to bring back these members back to ECOWAS, to the body. And what the negotiation team is, that the president is now a member of the negotiation team to convene, to initiate conversations to bring back Sahel state members to the ECOWAS body.
So the first program, that is the economic summit, is actually good because the president talks about trade, development and what have you. Is there any specific agreement? Maybe the government of Liberia went into agreement with institution or company to be able to come back Liberia and to invest in the economic sector of our country, or the agricultural sector of our country, or even the energy sector of our country, that could promote the economic development of our nation?
The president traveled along with key sector leaders, along with trade representatives and ambassadors. And there were, meetings on the margins of the authority meeting. So these meetings were, discussed by the relevant authority or the stakeholders themselves. So what is going to happen next is they're going to actualize some of these side meetings into economic or financial dividends for the common good of the country. But I know and I'm confident that these meetings or these delegates did not just go behind the president. They have meetings or talk to interested partners that aim to support their various sectors. So lots of reports will be given back, not just by the sector leaders themselves or by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as well.
Yes, thank you. Is there anything you want to say that just before we get to the president with like full family interview?
The president is back to the country to continue the progress of the people, the primary reason for which he was elected. The president is back to kickstart the week tomorrow with a renewed energy and commitment to the social progress of the Liberian people. I ask all Liberians again, as the president deputy press secretary, that the president is not only your president, he's not only a leader, but he needs your help. And it is a help that requires supporting the president, rallying around him for the common good of the country itself.
So, Mr. Vallas, I just forgot just a very quick question, all right? This time around, the president will a significant number of government officials from different sectors, and that could be costing, right? So, in return, what should Liberians expect from this trip, knowing for the well that sometimes the country suffers, budget deficit and whatever. So you have that significant number of government officials from the president just to
first, I just want to correct this that I respectfully disagree with. Significant amount. We have to add number to these things. We will say them for the sake of clarity. The president traveled with the Minister of State portfolio. He traveled with the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Obviously, why she was there. It's a regional body issue.
Even the FPRC boss.
It's a foreign affairs issue. And then the FPRC boss traveled to initiate talks with business partners who are supposed to, FPRC is supposed to gravitate to petrol refinery. The MPA boss is now actually on the trip. That's also correct. So the MPA boss is now on the trip, but FPRC boss went because FPRC is trying to advance to petroleum importation as well as refinery subsequently. So, but to say that the president traveled he traveled with a normal presidential delegation. I just want to correct that.
Do you want to say anything that we left out, maybe we did not touch?
Basically, what I want to say is that the president is back to continue the progress of the country. The president is back with renewed energy to work as president for the Liberian people. Not just that, but with new alliances, new optimism and opportunities, especially coming from the MRU community with President Julius Malabio as the new head of authority of ECOWAS states and government.
Thank you very much, the Deputy Presidential Press Secretary Joseph Vala, speaking to us as it relates to the president, the trip in Abuja, Nigeria. So, at this time, we are patiently wait the president to make his way to the media for a brief interaction, and I taking questions and answers from the president. Point. I'm like, oh, coming back. So, folks, please stay with us. We are here, currently posted, awaiting the president to come out. And once he is out, the media will have about a 5-minute interview with him, at which time we will unmute and have such an interaction with the president. So, stay with us as we await the president here at the Rabos International Airport in Mangibi County, Liberia. So, in a moment, President, okay, there you have His Excellency President Boakai making his way to the media for brief interaction with the president. So there you have the president.
In our country, we always deal with statistics. About almost 80% of the people do agriculture. And besides that, we're not forgetting about other areas, but agriculture is important, and we have the advantage. We still have the largest reserve forest in this region, and our people are involved in, and you got to eat. The world has to eat. So we need to produce food that we eat and export. That's where the opportunities are in terms of agribusiness, in terms of even manufacturing. Are you talking about agriculture? It's number one. That's why under the arrest agenda, agriculture is first and foremost.
The president, I'm Sylvester Chirople, work for Spoon that work. All of these agreements, they are very good and unique to Liberia. But is there any timeline for implementation for all of these agreements? arrangement with these companies or international partners?
You know very well that when you take over a country, especially like our country, you have to restore donors conference, your partners. You got to open up opportunities, that confidence building, and we are getting there. I mean, you can see that we are now documenting. People are now signing up. So the timeline is now. Things are moving.
So, Mr. President, you at the summit too, you also re-echo Liberia's strong support towards the African continental free trade area. How effective is this platform to enhance economic integration?
That's important. That's important because we talk about free trade. When you go to the borders, the immigration squeezing you, the securities are squeezing. We have to unlock those opportunities. We got to free trade means you give the people the opportunity to go through things in the right way, in a speedy way. People go to the borders, they run into a lot of problems. In fact, these are the issues that we're talking about. Give the people a chance to move around freely, to do business, bring goods, carry goods to that country. That's our emphasis. That's what we mean about unlocking opportunities for all of our commodities that come in and out of the country.
Thank you, Mr. President. So there you have His Excellency President Boakai speaking to the media as it relates to his trip in Abuja. So, folks, thanks so very kindly for watching. I'm Sylvester Chirople from Rabos International Airport in Magibika.